Down here happens to be one of those members of the Nail Clan, who will give us the Waka Seed. Once we have the Waka Seed though, get out the Ocarina and summon Po for the first time. With Po, go back to the village of Dew. There, we'll be able to rest with an old man who will give us health and magic, but more importantly, he'll also see that we have a dragon scale. He'll use that dragon scale to make us a new sword, as well as a new shield. Once you get back outside, use the Ocarina again to summon Po, and then head to the bar. Once we're back at the Oasis, we're now going to be heading to the right. Since we can now breathe underwater, it's time to advance in the game. As we walk along the water's edge, these jellyfish enemies will pop out and attack you. Since it's such a narrow area, you're probably going to get hit by at least one or two of them as you're making your way through there. When we exit the water, you're going to see a cave to the lower left of you. That's actually where Fim Razila is actually located. But since we can't help her out now, we're just gonna skip her and head to the next dungeon. Inside of this water cave, our first goal is going to be to find a treasure chest that has the Magic of Fleet. The Magic of Fleet will be used pretty much throughout the rest of the game as it allows you to instantly exit a dungeon that you're in. There are a few new enemy types throughout the cave, including that bubble enemy, but it only takes 1 or 2 hits with your sword to take them out. Here I'm going to switch over to my dragon sword and finally equip my dragon shield as I grab this chest to make sure that I heal up with my heal mace. That is the only thing that we can get in this first part of the water cave, so it's time to find our exit so that we can get back outside. And even though that the treasure chest said that this cave was confusing, overall most of it is just a straight path for right now. Once we're back out of the cave, we're going to head north. Some more of the jellyfish crab enemies are going to pop out of the water. Try to do your best to avoid them again as we head north and go into the next part of the water cave. Our goal in this cave is just to find the exit so that we can get out to the area where the ghost is. Try to do your best to get past the screen quickly, or that zombie will throw its hands up, freezing the screen and transforming you into a pig. In the pig form, you won't be able to leave the screen, and you'll have to move back and forth avoiding the bubbles that it shoots out, until eventually you turn back into your normal self and can exit the screen. Once we're outside, we are visited by the spirit. She gives us her flute, as well as tells us that her lover is actually not far. So, our goal now is to head back into the water cave and find her lost lover. Once again, it's almost impossible to get past the screen sometimes without getting transformed into the pig at least one time. Do your best to avoid the bubbles until you're finally back into Willow's true form, and then finally get past that zombie again. When we head north at this intersection, we get into our next boss battle of the game. This boss is relatively easy to take out as long as you have your shield equipped. Get close to it, deliver a couple of hits, and then it will start throwing its spikes at you. As long as you're not attacking, your shield will block the spikes, and then you just have to wait a few seconds before they get the spikes back on its body, and then deliver a couple more hits, block again, and continue beating it down. Once it's done, you'll find out that the demon will split in half, revealing the lover of the ghost. After one of my favorite scenes in the game, you'll also get the magic of Bombard, which is a pretty powerful spell that we will be using later on, especially during our grinding areas. Up next, we're going to be visiting the Spirit of the Earth and the Spirit of the Skies. To do this, we have to climb up two large towers. Now, there's really going to be nothing amongst our path that's going to try to get in our way, and it's only a straightforward path. So you have to just take this very long and winding route to get up to the top of the tower to run into the Spirit of the Skies, in which case we will then exit this area and go up another large tower and meet up with the Spirit of the Earth.